Welcome back to the Hawks Nest podcast, episode 12? 13. Wow. Welcome to episode 13, where we spread glee
and eliminate negativity. It feels
on
great
this
to be back.
podcast.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
It feels great to be
This is how we
back.
do it. Music. Already introducing music.
Yeah,
We'll get onto that later.
Yeah, basically today's episode is going to be all about because as this is the week that the Spotify Wraps came out. Me, I'm a little loser boy and have Apple Music Wrapped.
Not anymore, though.
I switched to
1 week
Spotify
before
literally
Wrapped.
like the day before it came out.
Yep.
So I'll look through my Apple Music Wrapped, but we're
Well,
just
I
gonna
have
go
issue.
through that because if you didn't know this, me and Ian love music. Music is a big part of my personality and my interests. I think music is one of the greatest art forms of all time. Not that there has to be a ranking between them, but I really like it.
I just think it's awesome. Yeah, in a non-ranking way. It's just a great thing. Like, it doesn't have to be ranking.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, Ian, you get us into our last week recap. I'm gonna take off my jacket as you're doing that.
It was the lovely boy himself, Aiden Cook's birthday. He's our cameraman on the 28th. He's not here right now, but he's normally our cameraman. So happy birthday to him. We hope you had an amazing week. Also, winter sports was kicked off by basketball in Sparta. Evan, whenever you're ready, tell us about that. Scores, winning, how it went.
It didn't go great, but
That's all
I
right.
think we worked hard, and let's win the next one.
Boom. You
Okay.
have fun?
I did have fun.
That's
Okay,
good.
special day today is it's three things. Ian, well, you know how it works. I say it, you say it, I say it. International Cheetah Day,
National Cookie Day.
World Wildlife Conservation Day. So a lot of some juxtaposing days. We have cookie and cheetahs in the same day.
Well,
But
cheetahs, their print looks kind of like chocolate chip cookies. And cheetahs are part of wildlife, which
is that how they make chocolate chip cookies?
Dude.
Do you know like that meme where it's like the real cost and it'll show like a it'll show like a cat with like really beady eyes and it'll show like boba.
Or like the one where it's like if vegetable oil is made of vegetables and olive oil is made of olive oil's what's baby oil made out of?
We'll have to I want to throw up the
a little
boba
scary.
one up there. Have you seen the one I'm talking about where it's
Boba.
Hopefully that worked.
Yeah, it will.
Okay. And now I gotta open up my Spotify Wrapped. Oh shoot. Or excuse me. My Apple Music Replay.
Apple Music Replay. Here with Apple Music Replay.
My
We still love
2023 Apple
anyone,
Music
no
Replay.
matter what.
And to be
music
fair, it is
platform.
music, and I'm glad that everybody can at least listen to music and it's accessible. That's great.
In multiple ways. Speaking of like music platforms, I use one called Musi. It's music without the C, so I can't be like, oh, you're not a Spotify, or I'm also a
Spotify.
weird. I'm also a weird app.
Okay, so it says for our first one we have top songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go into my top songs first. The first one doesn't have a bad word in it, but it's a really good song, and the message of the album is good. Okay, even though there isn't really a message, it's kind of the point of it that there is no message. My top song, Drugstore by IDK. It's not actually about a drugstore, but that's the name of the song.
Well, drugstores aren't bad.
That's true. It is just a drugstore. I forget is like
It's kind of like a.
that
gas
makes so much
station-ish-
more sense because
not
it's supposed
gas
to be like
station,
him growing up where he's at, and it's like a drugstore. So yeah, because a
Okay, yeah,
drugstore is
yeah.
it's like a liquor store where it's
Yeah.
like it's like just a gas station
Yeah,
without
it's-
the gas.
Yeah.
Okay. My other one is The Ride by Lil Yachty. Midnight Rendezvous by Cassiopeia. Little Japanese jazz band for you. Excursions by A Tribe Called Quest. I love A Tribe Called Quest. And then my fifth, which is one of my favorite albums I listened to this year. I mean, it didn't come out this year. It came out the year 2000, but was Nag Champa by Common. Common has this album called like Water for Chocolate. I think it's actually one of my top albums. It's not.
He's a good musician,
But
though.
it's and that album I wish it was up there. Honestly, it's really good. I've been re-listening to it a lot recently. Okay,
Yeah.
your top songs. Let's get into it.
My number one, Pennies by the Smashing Pumpkins. That has
Really?
like the catchiest, most favorite riff ever, and it's only like I think 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So I listen to it on repeat a lot, and it being so short makes it easy to do that. So that's why it's so high up there. Same with Didn't You Know not a guitar riff, but like a bass guitar.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, the bass in that is so.
Didn't you know? Didn't you know?
I love the lyricism, everything. I love Erykah Badu. That whole album is up there in my.
Mama's Gun is one of my favorite albums.
It's so good. On and On, next Erykah Badu one. They're basic ones, but I don't
Which
care
one?
because
Like
I enjoy them.
just On and On? Or
Oh yeah,
and
it's
On.
On and
Okay.
Sign On, not the like ... one.
I like that one.
Another
too.
one, good lyricism. I didn't. I share my Spotify with my girlfriend Maya, which I know she listens to that one more, so that one might have been her because I didn't expect it to be so high. Then I Want the One I Can't Have by the Smiths.
Ooh.
That one I found around
love
like
the
February,
Smiths.
so it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
That's part of why it's so high up. And then The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar.
Ian was putting me on
Dude, that
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin
that's
Gaye,
Kendrick,
it's
but
such a good sample.
is Marvin
Yeah, it's
Gaye.
like it's like him rapping over a
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye song in a way.
Okay,
And then
so-
Lauryn Hill too is up there.
Hey, okay, so let's just talk about thoughts. Initially, I like my top 5. I like all these songs. The only one I'm a little embarrassed of is The Ride. The Ride. Only because I don't think I've listened to that song in approximately like 5 months.
Oh yeah, so like you used to listen to a lot and then it just
Yeah.
stayed. That's something I always hate with Spotify.
And Midnight
Wrapped.
Rendezvous. I haven't listened to that song since like literally like before summer, but I was obsessed with that song because I would always play the album that's in during my homework because it felt like Mario Kart music.
Oh, that's
So I would
interesting.
it was like the instrumental music, and I would do American Lit.
That's actually cool. Yeah, I know.
Mm.
I like with with like homework music. Usually, if I'm listening to music, I like something super like spacious and around me because it like
Yeah.
zones my brain in. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with mine. I've got like technically it's not a Motown song, but it's got it or like soul song, but the Kendrick one's kind of like that. Neo soul. I've got a little rap. So yeah, some rock.
Erica's Soul.
Erykah
Shout out
Soul,
Erykah Badu.
Neo soul specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Next, I think is albums. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, no.
Oh, we don't. Spotify
didn't-
doesn't have albums, so that's only you.
Oh.
Sadly, which I so wish it did, because like
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I'm gonna say my top 5 albums then and flex on everybody. I have number 1 is Simple by IDK, which is the same song that Drugstore came from. I think that album is one of the most like I don't even know. Like I think it's weird because like I feel like there's like I don't even know how to say it. Like I feel like it's good, but like I feel like it's too like I feel like it shouldn't be that good. Like I'm I'm surprised that I like it so much because I wouldn't like I don't blame people if they're like it's just like a song, like it's just a couple songs. It's like just some songs, but like I
Just something about it.
for some
it's
reason
just
it
with your brain.
clicks with me. Like everything clicks with me. I really like IDK's voice. K Tronada, I think it's some of his best production. I think K Tronada's production in general, it kind of is a little stale sometimes, and it's kind of like repetitive, and like I've kind of felt like I'm hearing just a different rendition of the same beat he
Yeah,
already
yeah,
made.
that's what I get
But
with him.
These beats in this album, in my opinion, are some of his most like it doesn't feel like it's K Tronada produced.
Oh, that's cool.
But like knowing it's K Tronada produced, I'm like, give me,
yeah.
I need it.
Yeah.
That my second album is Orpheus versus the Sirens, which is an album by it's a group called Hermit and the Recluse. It's the only album they have. The main rapper on it, his name is Ka. Really good New York rapper. Let's Start Here by Lil Yachty is my third one. We saw him live on that tour specifically. Number 4 is The Unseen by Quasimodo, which I was so hyped when I figured that out because Quasimodo is I didn't know it until this year, but it was Madlib. Madlib, the producer,
His voices.
he raps, but just under the name Quasimodo. Because I used to think it was like this random rapper with a bunch of only Madlib beats, and I was like, wait, it's because it's literally Madlib. It's
Very
his
cool,
alter
though.
ego, and it's really cool. And there's a bunch of lore about it. And then Cassiopeia, the self-titled album, it was one play above Thriller. Honestly, I think this is also like my 6 through 10. I really
Thriller,
like too.
Love Deluxe, Lab Cabin, California. Pacific,
Love that
and
album.
Wu-Tang. Yeah, Thriller's it's so perfect.
How Do You Sleep at Night by Tizo is my number 12.
I love Tizo.
Alright.
For me, although I don't have like technical top albums, some of mine that I would guess would be The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I already mentioned her. Mama's Gun. I already mentioned that one.
Yeah.
Everybody else is doing it, so why can't we? By the Cranberries. Very good album. I listened to that much more like the first half of this year. And then either like some Elliott Smith or some David Bowie in there.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Now we have top artists. Let's go to our top 5 artists.
I forgot my number 1 would have definitely been To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. Okay,
Yeah.
there.
That's just one of my number 1 albums.
Top artists.
One of my like top albums of all time is To Pimp a Butterfly. It's the
Mhm.
only album I've ever rated a 10. only album.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't even know if I can rate it a 10. It's tough.
I've stopped once I get like to a certain point of like highness. I try to in general to avoid like rating things out of 10 because it's so much easier for me and just better, and I feel like more accurate to be like, oh, it's got really high highs but really high lows, or really low lows, or like it's very consistent but nothing crazy.
Yeah, that's why I have just a notes app list of the title for it is just albums I really like, because it's just albums like it doesn't have to be like, I mean, it's for a lot of reasons, but like I have like that IDK album and To Pimp a Butterfly on there. Like I both really like them, but for completely different reasons, and they're both really good pieces of music.
Yeah, I try to do that with like, instead of a list, I collect CDs and have a CD player. So I've got a lot of things like Talking Book by Stevie Wonder, and I Want You by Marvin Gaye, Miss Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick.
Hey, that's okay. Top
album.
artists. I'll go.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, my top artists this year, and I haven't listened to them much, but I was obsessed with them in the first start of the year, was Outkast, the Southern rap group with Andre 3000 and Big Boy. Andre 3000, one of my top rappers. I'd maybe put him in my top 3 or top 5. Very talented at what he does. Number 2, A Tribe Called Quest, which is Q-Tip, Phife Dawg, and Muhammad. Oh, it's Shaheed Muhammad. Or it's Muhammad Hashid. He's the producer. Q-Tip is one of my favorite rappers too. Number 3 is Tyler. I like
Tyler.
him.
He's
I
talented.
think Tyler is really talented, but like he's really talented.
Yeah, he's become basic, but I don't care.
It's
He's
like,
talented.
yeah, I was gonna say he's become basic, and it's always like he's been on my top like artist for the last like 3 years, and I'm not gonna escape it ever. Number 4 is Kendrick Lamar. Really good. And number 5 is Erica. And I kind of wish I had a little bit more like not rap artists up there, because I started to kind of change my music taste a little bit in the summer. But you know what? Those are some really good artists, especially Erica.
Yeah, mine.
Love
That's
Erica.
something I always have an issue with Spotify Wrapped or Apple Music Replay. Because it's like your music changes so much, so it's getting like all this old music, and then you're like, that doesn't feel like the right now representation.
Yeah.
But for me, from that would be Kendrick Lamar, then Tyler the Creator, and then Erykah Badu, Frank Ocean, and Elliott Smith. I really love all them. Faye Webster was right after that too. She's so awesome. She's got like no misses for me from what I've heard, and my brother listens to her a lot. He said it's the same other than her first album. But everything I've heard from her I've liked. I just haven't gotten too into her, and she would be much higher if I have. Yeah. So yeah, I just really enjoyed all that.
A bunch of really great artists. Okay, top genres is next. And to be fair, Apple Music kind of has some like lame genres sometime, but like it's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ian, you do yours this time. Your top 5 genres.
I am going to pull it up. Okay, top genres.
It's pull up that genre sandwich boy.
They made it a genre sandwich.
I don't get a genre sandwich.
Yeah, it doesn't have a good way to like scroll through it. It's making me.
Do you want me to? I'll do mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might as well go first.
My top hip hop. 2nd is alternative rap. 3 is R&B and soul, and then 4 is rap, and then 5 is contemporary R&B. Like I said, Apple Music doesn't have a great like genre system. They kind of have like, I know sometimes like Spotify has like 40 different ones for like rap, which is usually pretty cool, but not Apple Music. But I mean, I think that does reflect. I do listen. Like, I love R&B and soul, but I do realize that I do listen to a lot of hip hop and rap. Mm-hmm. It's my thing.
Yeah. For me, Spotify has like the Spotify sandwich you were talking about, and it shows like what levels. I've got like about 1/5 rap, then rock, and then hip hop. Oh, it went away. It's like a timed thing, so it's taken a while. But it was something like indie, rock, pop, hip hop, and rap, and then hip hop was probably the biggest, because technically like Lauryn Hill, she's like neo soul and hip hop, but a lot of her stuff is qualified as rap, and I think Spotify puts rap over like a huge umbrella of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what mine is. Just a lot of like the David Bowie and Cranberries would be the rock and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So That's basically it for our Spotify Wraps. Ian, what are your final thoughts? Like, how do you feel about your Spotify Wrap? Do you think it accurately reflects what you listen to? Is there some things you're like, man, I think it's funny that not funny, but like I listened to that in the beginning of the year. I don't anymore. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, like my thing with that is many times it's like, oh, here's your music taste from the first 6 months, and then you started discovering new stuff because your old stuff still stays with you usually.
Yeah.
So that's why that like dominates. But I would say if like I would show my like music taste, I would have to have like a daily / weekly / monthly check-in, because usually a week I can have a summary of, and then every day I'm always in a different mood. Like yesterday morning I was into like while I was tired I was into like something that's more like upbeat and aggressive, and then today I was listening to like sad music like Elliott Smith and stuff.
Yeah,
So it just
yeah.
like really varies. So I would say my accurate way is like by the day, which they just don't have a thing for. But
I would agree too. I think my top albums are honestly like I do think it really reflects like what I listen to. Those were like a couple of my favorite rap albums. I was obsessed with that jazz album and the other rap album. But I think it did a good job at like that's what you said too. Like it's songs in the first half of the year that like are still in my playlist, and sometimes I like listen to them. But I kind of stopped listening to playlists recently. I'm just kind of I'm an album boy.
yeah,
Just play an album.
This year my music has changed a lot from like playlists and single songs to albums. I love albums. One person who I feel like got like snubbed on my Spotify Wrapped would be Sade. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why she wasn't up there. 'cause
I
personally,
checked.
would say I
Sade was
listen to
my
her a lot.
Sade was my seventh most artist.
Yeah,
so,
she was probably around that like 6 and 7 and 8.
Yeah. So she was close, but I didn't really start like binging a lot of her stuff till like 4 months ago. So I'm surprised she's even that high, to be real.
Yeah.
But I like my Apple Music replay. But I'm excited now that I'm on Spotify. I know there's gonna be some songs that I forget about, and then I'll like read it because I have my Apple Music back because I lost it and it came back. So if I ever am like, dude, what was that song that I had? I can scroll through like some hundreds of songs and find it. But there's gonna be some songs that get left over in there. But that'll be kind of cool because I can go back to it like a little vault of like what I used to listen to.
Yeah.
Which would be nice. But yeah.
Yeah, and although like there is the whole thing I was talking about, like it sometimes not properly representing your music, I still always enjoy getting to like, oh, the Spotify Wraps out. What different assortment of all the same colors are they going to use this year?
Same. And also too, like the Apple Music replay or whatever is the same every year, and I can check it at any time.
Oh, you can?
I've been checking it this entire year. So
Spotify doesn't have that.
It was not
year.
not really a surprise when I saw my top like albums and songs. Like I knew it was a fight between like Simple and then that Orpheus vs. the Sirens album like the whole time.
Okay, yeah.
Which kind of takes away the surprise of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like what my favorite part about it is like obviously I hate that it isn't consistently there, but there's other things you can use like stats for Spotify. I think is the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I think it's good marketing of Spotify to be like,
Agreed.
at the end of the year, there's this big thing right before Christmas. I wonder if they don't do it like January 1st or something, because then Christmas music won't be in people's raps. Because it would be like Christmas music might dominate some people's last
like when it's
month.
like the global like thing or whatever. Where
Yeah, or
especially
just,
too when
like,
they're like the global popularity.
the global thing, or like because then like, or just someone's own stuff, just in
Mariah
case they
Carey.
listen to the same like whatever. Yeah, like All I Want for Christmas Is You. No one wants that as their number one probably.
Agreed.
So that might be that. But.
Yeah. Okay. Now to upcoming news. Big thing. It's almost winter time. That means, especially today. This happened again. Oh my gosh, this happened again. It's a black screen right now. Oh my gosh.
Are we just gonna do it on our phone again?
We're gonna go mobile again. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Wait,
Yep.
3,
Hey.
2, 1. Bang! We're back to
Hey.
mobile.
We're back to mobile.
Wait,
The
can I,
camera,
like-
the SD card is not doing the
Let me,
greatest right now, so we're doing it here.
Let me set it like right.
Yeah, I'm gonna set mine up too.
Okay, we're in. We're in.
The double camera angle.
Double angle.
I'm gonna back up a little bit and then try to set down this poster.
Start recording on there. Sorry, y'all, for you listeners. This is probably really chaotic. I can't check my phone, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I remember what it was. Okay, basically, yeah, it's wintertime. Get your coats. Get your winter coats.
time.
Get your
Get your
coats.
coats.
Get your coats. Get prepared.
Uh-huh.
Today specifically,
Uh-huh.
it has been raining. Oh, not snowing all day. It's a blizzard out
really
there.
Snow. I'm hoping it'll stay out because I'll be making a Christmas video soon for CSTV, and I want there to be snow in it.
That'll be great. That'd be great.
But, yeah.
And other big news. Big news.
Big news.
As the time that this video comes out, it's 3 days before my birthday.
Yeah. Evan Mattson's birthday, and soon Max Morris's birthday. Actually, as of time of recording, it would have been in the past.
It happened,
Yeah,
but
it happened.
Max's birthday is tomorrow. Shout out
Mhm.
Max Morris, Halloween
Boom.
episode.
16th birthday. And then your 17th
I'm gonna
birthday.
be 17. I'm almost an adult. In about a year, I'll be a
Gambling.
legal adult, and I can gamble, and I can pay taxes, and it'll be great.
And vote for a horse.
Yes. Okay, our media for the day. We're gonna have to go this right off the dome because
Boom.
we don't have our phones to look at.
Our Spotify raps. Boom. Easy. Simple. We kind of today was like a media
Okay,
thing.
well, I'm
unless
gonna
you have
shout- I'm gonna
something
shout out
else,
an album, but
I
let
have
me-
something else that
let
I'm
me,
gonna do too anyway.
Turn this camera off. You do that.
Mine is the movie Citizen Kane. I technically haven't finished it yet, to be honest. I decided to go on to bed on time last night. But it's based off of William Randolph Hearst, who's the father of Yellow Press. Yellow Press was like pretty much just super lying fake media where he just put out a bunch of newspaper stuff. And it's the movie, from what I read, it's about like how power and stuff and money corrupts human values and things like that. And right now if it's about Yellow Press and William Randolph Hearst, it looks like it's going to be about the Spanish-American War and Cuba and all the terrible stuff that America did in that. And because it was like, hey, let's go save this country from Spain, and then actually not
Yeah.
save it at all.
Yeah.
They kind of
Agree.
stole it from Spain, which it was stolen from itself.
History.
It's its own, not Spain's or America's. But
history we had herstory. Oh wait,
ooh,
But if instead
but it's missing it. Is it or it's high story because it's like, oh, hey story,
history.
because it would have to have an extra s if it was his story. So maybe it's high story, high our past.
Hi. Okay.
Hey.
My album I wanted to shout out. I had it. Oh my gosh, what was it?
No.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
In the meantime of him
No,
thinking,
no.
oh,
I am now. I'm not gonna remember it, but I'll shout out the song Bay City. Look it up on Spotify. It's this pink cover with this girl where she's like, wait, let me get it. This camera. She's like,
tucking her hair behind her ear or something, or having
I
her
think
hand
her
on
name is
face?
like Junko.
Junko. Okay. And then
Japanese C-pop artist.
Boom.
And I'm happy now because I can finally listen to more C-pop because it was never on Apple Music, so it's on Spotify now.
boom. We
Yeah.
love that.
Also, shout out Tatsuro Yamashita. I listened to him over
Boom.
Thanksgiving break, and it sucks because he doesn't have any music on streaming services because he doesn't believe in artist exploitation, which is a good
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's awesome.
But also, like, I wish
But
I could
it's
listen
sad
to
in
him.
your point of view. Yeah.
Yes.
If it's on YouTube, you can use Musi.
But yeah, it's not on YouTube either. He like gets it off that too.
Oh, wow.
It's probably not even on that.
Is it like hard?
It's
copies,
only
like
only hard
digital vinyl?
copies.
Okay.
So I want to get. I found
CDs
one
in the car.
re-upload with like 2 views on YouTube, and I listened to one of his album called I think it was For You. Really great, and it's really creative, and that's why he's called the Godfather of C-pop. Anything
Boom.
else you got to shout out?
Jeff Buckley, Lover, You Should Have Come Over.
Yes. Mission of the day. Go listen to a song you like. Go
Listen
do
to
it.
some music
Do
and spend some time in the winter.
Yeah.
Unless you're,
Do it.
oh, no, unless at the time of listening, we're like millions of listeners, and you're one of our listeners in a place that's warm right now, then you can't actually do the mission of the day because we're so successfully podcasting for the school.
That's true.
Maybe it'll be like a worldwide school.
What
You
are
know,
you talking
like
about?
our school, like I'm saying, if our podcast got big, you can't go out in the snow right now, maybe because you might not live in Michigan. Because right now
True.
we've got a lot of we're a local underground.
If you're
indie
listening
scene.
from Costa Rica, go sit outside.
yeah, just go outside and have fun,
Embrace
even if
nature.
there is no snow.
Only if you're in Costa Rica though. If you're not in Costa Rica and you don't have snow, I
Listen
don't
to
want you
every
going
single
outside.
episode.
Do not want you going outside.
Urgh.
Peace out. Bye bye.
Have fun.
Bye bye. Bye bye now.